We will trace deception in the story of the importance of being earnest.
So we travel to 1894 to trace deception within the story of the importance of being earnest. We can see that deception takes place from two of the main characters, one of which is Algernon, Gwendolyn's cousin and Jack's best friend. Algernon took Jack's identity and was deceiving Cecily and the rest of the people into thinking he was really Jack's brother. However, when Jack went back to give everyone the bad news about the death of his brother, Algernon was already there and had fallen in love with Cecily and refused to leave. This poor choice led to enough time for Gwendolyn to arrive, which caused Algernon's deception of being earnest to confuse the emotions of both Gwendolyn and Cecily, since they revealed that Jack was lying the whole time. The second character that we can trace deception through will be Jack, the main protagonist of the story. He is deceiving everyone in the country and Gwendolyn as well by having two different identities. Gwendolyn believes that his name is Ernest, but with the people in the country he is known as Jack. He claims the name Ernest in order to convince Gwendolyn to fall in love with him, since that is the only reason she is in love with him. However, when Algernon decides to pose as Jack's brother in the country, he messes everything up for Jack, especially when Gwendolyn shows up. Gwendolyn and Cecily catch Jack's lie of having a brother named Ernest, which confuses their emotions towards both of them and results in them trying to reject them.
We will now analyze deception in the story of The Secret Place.
Last but not least, we shall travel to 2014 to inspect if there's deception within the story of The Secret Place. There is a lot of deception that is presented through many of the characters. For example, Rebecca, one of the girls from Holly's group, portrays a different image to deceive both of the detectives. She did this so she would be able to conceal her identity and keep her from going to jail. Rebecca portrayed herself as a very innocent and angelic person, which confused the detectives and excluded her from being a suspect. As a result of her lies, it led to the detectives to go on a wild goose chase because they were uncertain of who the suspect could be. Another character that demonstrated deception was Joanne. She is the leader of the group that does not get along with Holly's group. Whenever Stephen Moran, the detective, is interrogating her, he claims that she wanted him to think that she was very important, and she admits to it as well. This shows that Joanne cares a lot about the way she is looked at by others. At one point, she tried deceiving the detectives by telling them that she was the one who broke up with Chris, when in reality, it was Chris who broke up with her. Because Joanne highly praised his public image, she told many lies to the detectives to maintain her reputation, not only within her group, but with the detective as well, since she wanted to make herself seem like she was of great importance to Chris and the investigation.
Overall, throughout these texts, our thematic statement has been demonstrated. Deception can lead to confused emotions, argument, lies, and poor choices.